Hey everybody, today we're going to show you how to install your factory components out of your factory diff into SuperATV's billet aluminum diff. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is remove all the bolts holding the differential lid on. Remove the lid from the differential. Remove the hub. And the spacer and the armature plate. Remove the torsion spring by compressing each side until it comes off the dowel. And we're going to pull the ring gear out with the sprag carrier staying in it. That way we don't lose any of our rollers. Just like that. Lastly, our lower hub. If you have a factory shim located underneath your ring gear, you'll want to remove it. We're going to remove our pinion seal. There's many methods of doing it. We're just going to use a flathead screwdriver and bend the seal and remove it because we're not going to be reusing it. Using a pair of straight snap ring pliers, we're going to remove the snap ring holding the pinion shaft to the differential. Now remove the pinion shaft. Sometimes they may get stuck. You may have to take a soft tip pry bar or screwdriver and kind of wiggle it around to get the gear to come loose from the housing. Remove the spacer from the lid. Sometimes you may need to use a screwdriver. Now we're going to reinstall all the components into the SuperATV billet differential, but first we're going to remove the housing cap. We're going to install our long hub to the bottom side of the case, to the side facing away from the lid. The long hub's going to be this one, the difference here. We're going to ensure that we install it splines facing outward, that way the axle can go back in. Just want to wiggle it down until it fully seats. Good look. It'll just barely come out of the seal there. We're going to take our shim that was underneath the ring gear, go ahead and place it back in the differential. We're going to install the ring gear. We discarded the factory sprag carrier, so we're going to upgrade and use the SuperATV heavy duty aluminum. The awesome thing about the SuperATV sprag carriers, they come with this plastic ring around them and a zip tie. Just go ahead and cut the zip tie. And you'll take it. You'll lay this right here where it goes down into the ring gear. And just push it down.
That was easy.
Remove the plastic sleeve, and you're good to go. We're going to take our torsion spring, wrap it around our dowel. We're going to take our torsion spring retainer, making sure that this portion here, the little stud hanging off there, needs to go in between the torsion spring where it's hooked onto the dowel pin on the ring gear. The next step is to install the armature plate. We got our factory one and then our SuperATV heavy duty armature plate. We're going to go ahead and install the SuperATV one. When installing it, make sure that it hits all 12 slots on the sprag carrier and then all of these grooves notched out on the torsion spring retainer. Now we're going to take our lid, install the spacer that we removed from the factory differential. Then we're going to take our hub, ensuring that the splines are facing outward. We're going to go ahead and reinstall the lid to the differential. Before installing your screws, you want to be sure that you apply Loctite to each of them. And we're going to go ahead and tighten them. When you tighten them down, you want to be sure that you tighten them in an X pattern across from each other, and then just work your way around. Then we'll go back through and check them all. Now I want to go around and double check them. You're going to make sure that you get them tight enough, you can torque them to the factory spec. You're going to want to remove the pinion cap. Then we'll take our factory pinion shaft. Go ahead and insert it down in here. When doing this, be sure to get it as straight as possible. And take a soft mallet and just kind of go around. Should just drop right into place. You just want to take your pinion cap. Then again, we'll want to take our Loctite. Loctite all the hardware for the pinion cap as well. Once you got them all Loctited and started, we'll go around and run them all down to where they're touching the cap, and then we'll go through and torque them in a star pattern. Get them all tight. So we got them all tight. One last thing, make sure your drain plug's nice and tight as well. So that's it. That's how super easy it is to take your factory internals, put them in one of SuperATV's billet housings. Now all you got to do, add some fluid, reinstall it to your machine, and you're ready to go riding. For more information on this differential or any of SuperATV's awesome products, give us a call at 855-743-3427 or check us out online at superatv.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.